Okay, let's talk clan versus clan and how to get clan points in Raid Shadow Legends. This is going to be for free-to-play people, meaning I'm not going to tell you just get a whole bunch of legendary books and put it on you, okay? I'm going to actually walk you through and show you the best options. The way that I figured out by far the best option for 100% free-to-play people is if you happen to have glyphs, okay? If you actually go and look at your characters, you click on the character and you go to put glyphs on your character. Let me pick somebody here. Putting glyphs on are actually a pretty big amount of points. I'm going to give you an example. Here's a 4-star one right here. 50 tournament points just for that. Now, I guarantee you have a lot of these things floating around. Maybe they're not so high level. You know, you could put a 2-star one on, for instance. You still get 2 tournament points, but you probably have a ton of glyphs, okay? You can get a few thousand points that way. The other way, and probably the most common way currently of getting points, is using mystery shards, pulling common characters, and then taking commons and crunching them together. Weirdly enough, leveling commons actually does give a pretty good amount of points. If you go here and you take a look, for instance, here we have some commons. Commons are, as the word says, common, very easy to get. You can crunch them in. Look at that, 300 tournament points just for that. Obviously, if you have a good amount of mystery shards saved, you can go through and burn through and do it that way. The other way is Faction Wars actually gives a pretty significant amount of points. Just do the highest tier one you possibly can. Some of the lower ones don't give too many points. So if I show you here, this is a tier 1, for instance, but even if you complete the beginning one, make sure you're doing your Faction Wars because it will, in fact, give you points. Here you go. This is tier 1, and yes, we have a way too strong team for it. Devastate, POW, AoE, and here you go. That's 50 tournament points, even though that's stage 1, and you have 12 keys plus the 6, that's 18 keys per day. Quick maths, that's almost 1,000 tournament points, even just doing stage 1, and obviously you get more points for doing the higher stages. Actually, forging equipment like this, for instance, if you take a look, this is only a 5-star, or excuse me, they only pulled a 4-star piece of gear, but you can see it's a large amount of tournament points regardless. So make sure when you do your forging, it's either during the clan versus clan or at another time that, you know, the forging would benefit you. I haven't really seen a way in the game yet that gives you more points than the current clan versus clan and forging iteration, so I would try the forge during the clan versus clan. I think that's one of the better ways as well. If you stack the forging plus the glyphs together, you end up having a pretty large amount of points for just one new piece of gear. Now, even though the clan versus clan, if we go to the events here and you take a look at the events, check it out what they ran with the clan versus clan, is the artifact enhancement, right? So the artifact enhancement's going. If you save pieces of gear to level 15 as you're playing the game. Let's say you have a bunch of level 15 pieces of gear because you're like, okay, I got some new gear. This new gear is pretty good, right? Oh, that's right where my head is here, but I'll slide over here. So you get some new good gear, right? And then you're like, okay, I want to level it. Just level the gear to 15. Then when the clan versus clan comes and it double dips with the artifact enhancement, like right now, taking it from 15 to 16 will give you a ton of points in the artifact enhancement, as well as a ton of points in the clan versus clan. For instance, to show you right here, upgrading an epic or legendary artifact to level 16 POW, 400 points. So make sure it's not a rare that you're saving at 15. But if you save just a few of these artifacts, when the artifact enhancement comes around, you're gonna get a ton of points for getting a level 16 and a ton of points in the tournament as well. And then obviously the glyphs I've already mentioned, and look at that, up to 500 points just for a rank 6 glyph, which I know are rare, but you can save your ones like flat defense, flat attack, the ones that don't really matter that much, flat HP, and to throw them on during the clan versus clan to get as much points as possible for free. Don't forget to check in during the tournaments as well, because the higher check-in stars you get, there is a limit on the amount of check-in stars, but you need a certain amount of check-ins or else you can't even get into the clan versus clan. So if your team wasn't eligible, it's because people were not as active as they should have been. Now, clan boss chests are actually worth points too, so make sure you're claiming your clan boss chest during the time of the clan versus clan if possible, okay? Take a look here. Claim, when you claim them is when the points count. So that's one tournament point. Look, I got a legendary book right there, so I could use that for 3,000 points if I would like. And then here we go. We get another points as we get this one here, which I'm going to just go ahead and sell. Keep in mind, the Doom Tower itself does not give any points at all. 0 points for completing it. So if you're down to a time crunch, the Doom Tower is not the way to do it. So as an example, we are below by 700,000 points. If we want to actually win, we've got to catch up today, okay? So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing the ultimate thing I can possibly do to get points quickly for free, and that is using my mystery shards and crunching commons and uncommons together. Like I showed earlier, you can get 100 points for each one of these, and it can just be common. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live, and I've got to crunch for 17 hours straight. I've got to crunch 5,000 mystery shards together. I'm going to try to win this tournament by myself to prove that this is the best method to get points, because I really believe it is. It's fast. It only takes a second to get 100 tournament points. It's not like Faction Wars where I'm going to run out of keys or anything. I can just go through and blow through these. And I do believe that if you're free to play, what you should do is buy out when you see the mystery shards, every time you see them, and save your mystery shards so that if you're in a free-to-play clan, when you're doing clan versus clan, you can actually benefit your clan by doing this. I think this is the only way that people are really going to be able to compete in a free-to-play level, because it is actually a pretty good strategy. I mean, I was doing this earlier and most of my points came from this strategy. Now, if you're wondering, should you crunch in your epics for epic books and stuff? I don't actually think you should. Personally, I think it's kind of a bait for us to get rid of 4 stars and all that as books. I think there might be something coming out maybe for duplicates, and plus 4 stars can be leveled really easily to be used for chickens. So I probably wouldn't be using your 4 stars. Extra rares, maybe, okay? Maybe there's, you know, an excuse to be made for there. But see, you can do a 10 poll, and just doing the 10 poll gave us 11 tournament points just from doing the poll itself from the shards. And now I can go back down here, and it is a little painful to do it, admittedly, but if you're trying to optimize and get as many points as you possibly can, this is 100% the best way to do it for free. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything other than your mystery shards, and mystery shards are probably the easiest resource to get in the game. Now, there's one other thing I should mention, which is there is bonuses, meaning some things are bonused out. For instance, Fire Knight gives you plus 100 bonus tournament points. There is a cap on the bonus. You can only get the bonus up to a certain point. So don't just spam auto-click Fire Knight all night long because you think you can get double points on it. You need to make sure you hit your cap and then go back and doing other methods. Now, there's no cap on this mystery shard scam right here, okay? Which is why you can do this essentially all day long, which is what I'm gonna have to do today. One other thing you can do to optimize points is if you look down at the bottom here, it actually says using gems gives you 1 point each. So if you're free to play, and some free to play people actually use their gems on masteries, when you go to gem out a mastery, meaning if you go in and let's just pick somebody who doesn't have masteries, right? You go to the masteries and you're like, I want to get masteries, and you click on it to buy the masteries. This actually gives you 800 points. Now, this is for, the reason I mentioned this for free to play is because, like I say, some people actually do save their gems and then gem the masteries because it's roughly the same price when you're buying energy, and a lot of people are energy efficient and don't want to spend the time on it. So this is a way to get 800 points too, and there's nothing else in the game that gives you points based upon gaining masteries. Masteries are just something that happens. So this is one way you can actually make masteries matter in an interesting way. If you have the sparring pit, you do get points for accepting the levels off of it, but keep in mind, it's no bonus points, nothing special. You can see here, 20 points, 10 points, etc. Not a whole bunch, but you do get some bonus ones, so make sure you have your sparring pit going. You don't get anything for collecting from the mine, and when you open shards like Ancients, Void, Sacred, stuff like that, you're only getting the points for like collecting the character. You can see there's no bonus points for like, oh, it was an Ancient shard, let me give you a bonus 100 points for pulling Ancient. So that's why mystery shards are really where it's at. So if we want to break it down, the absolute best way and quickest way is free to play is to do this succession, okay? Go to the forge, dump the materials into the gear you need, level that gear up and glyph it. At that point, you go and you train what character you need to get to the highest level. For instance, in the champion training, you take the mystery shards that you got from that, You open up those mystery shards. You then take the duplicate commons and uncommons and crunch them into themselves as books. And then you can level those characters again to use as a chicken. That is the fastest way I've seen so far. Make sure to do the dungeons that have the bonus points. For instance, if you look once again, the Fire Knight is a bonus right now, right? But there is a limit. So if you go here, the objectives, you look at the breakdown, you can see the limit. Fire Knight, I can get 1,500 bonus points here and 1,000 bonus points for Ice Golem. So you do that as free to play before you start abusing the mystery shard thing, because you need those mystery shards that might drop from that as well. Plus, you could get the piece of gear that could be good from it, and which allows you to have something else to glyph. So there is ways to optimize this, and you have to optimize it in the right route, okay? Which means mystery shards last, and do the mystery shard spam before the tournament ends, like the last few hours if possible. That way you can surprise your opponent with a huge burst of points. This is the best way. I would get everyone in your clan, be like, okay guys, 5 hours beforehand, and this would take communication, but this is what clan versus clan is now. 5 hours beforehand, all of us are gonna open all of our mystery shards and start spam crunching them together. I'm gonna have to go to my clan and say, guys, this is what we have to do right now. We have to catch up 700,000 points in 17 hours. If I have to do a 10-hour stream, so be it, but we've got to win this. So come by the live stream, because I have 5,300 mystery shards left to open, and you can actually watch this process live and see exactly where, you know, put my money where my mouth is. You can watch the efficiency of this, because I do believe this is the quickest way for me currently in the game to get these points. And you're gonna need some room available in your inventory. You can see here I'm running out of room, because you need to collect all the commons and uncommons, so that way you can, I was hearing this truck going by, I'm thinking the Cummins diesel engine that was on that new Nissan Titan. Did you guys know I used to actually sell Nissan cars? It was one of the jobs I did. I worked at a car sales place, and I sold cars. But look, you also get 200 tournament points for uncommons crunching together instead of just 100 points for commons. So keep the uncommons, and when you're doing the commons, when you have a huge row of uncommons, because there's so many uncommons in the game, then you can start crunching them together and really make some serious points. So you can see here just tons of points rolling in. This is the way to do it. I've got like 15 hours of this to do straight. This is not what I wanted to do with my day, but I want to win this clan versus clan, and I actually want to try out the new gear. And now that I'm working on my main account again, I'm excited to play in the main again, so I'm going to try hard. And I'm not spending money. People were asking me, be like, DM, did you quit the free-to-play series because you miss spending money, you want to well out? Oh, one, yeah, I do miss spending money. I do miss opening stuff, but no, I'm not spending money again, guys. I already said I'm never spending money on this game again. I don't even have the Raid Pass card. I don't even buy the monthly gym deal, which is like insane. Okay, I don't buy literally anything. Well, except for like hoodies to give away to you guys. I gave away a hoodie on my last live stream, and I'm thinking this might be something that I do more common, which is give away a hoodie every day to a sub on the live stream. I don't know if I can afford that right now, but I think I'm pretty close. So I'm gonna do another live stream today. Let's give away another hoodie. Come by the live stream, twitch.tv/DarthMicrotransaction. I'm gonna stream early and long today because I have to open 5,000 mystery shards, and if you want to see that live, the largest shard opening you're ever going to see, baby. All right, I love you all. Kitty says hello. She's coming by this morning. Hey, Kitty. Mwah! And I'll see you on the live stream.